Good morning. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. A nice crowd today. Thank you to our sponsors and everybody who's helped to make this event happen. I am Brock Greenfield and I'm from Clark. I've been District 2 Senator now this is my 4th year. I've been in the legislature for 18 years. And I do appreciate the opportunity, the trust that people have placed in me. I sit on the Health and Human Services Committee and the Judiciary Committee. Those committees have been busy, probably not as busy as some of the others, as we're now getting closer and closer to the bill crossover deadline. We're seeing that some of the committees are having to meet both in the morning and in the afternoon or in the evening. As some high-profile bills come through, I would anticipate more evening meetings as we go forward. I'll touch on just a couple of issues. One, the non-meandered water issue, and two, Chislik. I'll start with Chislik since that's not very important. We see a number of bills come up over time, and and a lot of them are constituent bills. Apparently, some folks had gone to one of the senators and asked him to bring a bill to declare Chislik the state NOSH. And I have historically voted against such bills because, again, I think that the statement to the public is that we have time to deal with matters that are more trivial in nature than what we should be dealing with. I don't begrudge any person's right to bring a bill forward, and certainly a lot of bills declaring that this is the state something or other have passed. But I did speak against the bill on the floor to declare Chislik the state NOSH, and 12 people voted against it. I'm hopeful that on the House side, maybe they'll dispatch that bill and it won't go to the floor, or that the floor will kill it. But again, I think that the statement that's made to the public is the wrong statement, and that's that the legislature is a place for bills of a more trivial nature. With respect to the non-meandered water issue, the Agriculture and Natural Resources Committee took that up in an evening meeting. There was really good testimony on both sides. They allowed an hour for opponent testimony, an hour for proponent testimony, followed by an hour for opponent testimony. And then they allowed the committee to ask questions. And the question and answer period took roughly an hour. I listened to it all online and certainly found there to be strong feelings on both sides. I think if a person listened to that testimony and the committee discussion, you'll find that the balance that was struck this summer is probably as close to a balance as you're going to find relative to the issue. And I don't look for House Bill 199 to be successful as we go forward. It came out of committee 8-1 without recommendation. So it didn't go to the floor with a do pass recommendation. It's required to have a do pass recommendation in order to be calendared. So the first thing this coming week when that bill is up would be to vote to calendar the bill. And if that happens with a vote of 8, with at least 18 affirmative votes, then it could be debated. But I think you're going to find that it's certainly controversial, and a lot of landowners feel as though it treads very, very much too close to them, or gives too much away, if you will. So with that, if there are more specific questions about that issue, or of course any others, I look forward to hearing from you as to what it is that is on your mind. And again, thank you for being here. And I'll turn it over to Representative Greenfield. Thanks.